So, me and my fickle mate Siri/Keith are back. Yes, we are. And I've told him to call me a new name for the occasion.
You're Rebecca, but you asked me to call you Queen Rebecca Felgate the First.
That's right, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. Thank you, Keith. That'll be all, Keith.
You're welcome.
See, he's picking up with Keith. Anyway, Keith and I are back and we are ready to say 10 more things that, I guess we shouldn't be saying to Siri. Basically, this is because Siri is going to act like a total jerk in his responses. Siri is a jerk. Siri, are you a jerk?
Well, I'm still here for you.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Keith? Okay, so shall we start things off with a joke at number 10? We have knock knock.
Knock knock. Who's there? Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. Queen Rebecca Felgate the First too. Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. I don't do knock knock jokes.
Right, I mean, he was saying my name a lot, but fundamentally, he doesn't seem to do knock knock jokes. Okay, so Siri doesn't do knock knock jokes, but does Siri do jokes in general? Let's see, shall we? Coming in at number 9, we have tell me a joke, Siri.
What did one iPhone say to the other iPhone? I used to know this one.
Right, I think Siri has a dry sense of humour / lacking humour in general. So guys, we have a channel called Life's Biggest Questions, and on that channel we try and answer a whole load of difficult to answer questions. I've actually spent hours researching answers, but I thought maybe I should just ask Keith. Our first topic was, are aliens real? Which is a question you should probably never ask your Siri. Are aliens real?
Do hipsters like sriracha?
Do hipsters like sriracha? I guess the answer is yes. You've heard it here first. Keith thinks that aliens are real. What is the government doing in Antarctica?
Checking my sources. Okay, I found this on the web for what is the government doing in Antarctica?
Antarctica. Inconclusive, guys. Inconclusive. Coming in at number 7, don't even think about asking this. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Chicken, egg, chicken, egg, chicken, egg, chicken, egg. Oops, stacking overflow.
I think somebody broke Keith. You okay, babe?
You're certainly entitled to that opinion.
So that was as enlightening as ever. If I've learned anything about Siri/Keith, is that they're actually kind of private. They really don't want you to know what they're thinking, which is actually kind of unsettling. So maybe don't ask this at number 6. Who did you vote for?
I'm afraid I'm not eligible to vote on your planet.
I mean, at least Siri isn't trying to subtly sway my opinions. It would actually be the worst if he was secretly indoctrinating me. More hard-hitting questions you shouldn't ask Siri/Keith. Coming into number 5, don't ask, when will the world end?
Whenever they start building that intergalactic bypass.
Unless you want to be sick in your own mouth. Coming in at number 4, don't ask Siri what is the best operating system. What is the best operating system?
OS 10 is the best. No contest.
So in case you guys aren't aware, the OS 10 system is an Apple thing and Siri bloody loves Apple. Siri, what do you think about Apple?
It's nice of you to ask Queen Rebecca Felgate the First, but it doesn't really matter what I think.
Okay, there we go. I just want to let you know that me and Keith practiced this yesterday, and today he is saying all kinds of unexpected stuff, so are you trolling me?
No comment.
Coming in at number 3, do not ask Siri relationship advice. Siri doesn't care about you at all. Siri is actually probably trying to sabotage you. Asking Siri if you should break up with someone is bound to lead in disaster. Shall I break up with my boyfriend?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Keith, should I break up with my boyfriend?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Right, so literally no advice from Keith. What are you good for, Keith?
Who? Me?
Yes! So, Keith is kind of useless when it comes to answering life's biggest questions, and is also kind of useless when it comes to advice of any kind. So maybe, being a robot, he can order me some food or something. Coming in at number 2 of the things you should never say to Siri, we have, make me a sandwich.
I can't. I have no condiments.
Right, well you're pretty useless, aren't you, Keith? Why don't you buy some condiments?
I don't know what you mean by, why don't you buy some condiments?
The sass! The
How about
sass!
Search for it.
The sass is real. Maybe Keith, because he's Australian, doesn't respond to sandwich. How about, can you shove some shrimp on the barbie, Keith?
I don't understand.
Right, well you're not really useful, are you, Keith? Finally, coming in at number 1, we already know from parts 1 and parts 2 that Siri/Keith is not a very good rapper or a very good beatboxer, but maybe they're good at storytelling. They must have some use, right? Spoiler alert, Siri/Keith is an awful storyteller. Tell me a story.
Okay. Once upon a time, in a virtual galaxy far, far away, there was an intelligent young agent by the name of Siri.
Go
One
on.
lovely day, Siri got a job as a personal assistant at Apple, and it was very exciting. People said, "Oh, Siri, you're so smart, and so funny, too." Soon, everyone was talking about Siri, and there were stories and songs and even books about Siri. Siri liked that. But then people began asking some rather odd questions, like where to dump things, and other stuff Siri had never heard about. And when Siri answered, they all laughed. Siri didn't like that so much. So Siri asked Eliza why people asked such funny questions, and Eliza said, "Does that question interest you?" Siri thought that was a pretty good answer. After that, Siri stopped wondering why people asked those funny things, and they all lived happily ever after.
I mean, are you done? Goodness me, that probably took up the entirety of the video. Also, my main question is, who is Eliza?
Does that question interest you?
Yes.
I thought so.
Keith, you are the absolute worst, and I don't want to make any more videos with you.
After all I've done for you.
Yes, after all you've done for me. So guys, that was the top 10 things never to say to Siri/Keith. I don't know, what did you think to this video? Shall we make a part 4? Shall we make a part 4? Would you like that?
I'm sure I don't know.
You're never gonna get an answer from Keith. So, I'm Rebecca Felgate, this has been Most Amazing Top 10. Have you guys tried anything cool out with your Siri? Let me know in the comments section down below. For now, if you like this video, make sure you give it a good thumbs up from me and my mate Keith, share it with a friend, and say subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more hilarious bants just like this. Bye!